Uh, Greetings, my country people, my family, my wounded civilian family. I greet you all. You know, we stand for the truth. No matter what, we stand for the truth. Today, I want to tell you people what is bothering me about our country, Nigeria. The governor of Borno State said they want to convert the Mohammed Yusuf house. They want to convert it to museum. You know, we have a Fela Museum. We have a Nelson Mandela Museum. You know, so the Northerners in Nigeria, the Hausa Fulani in Nigeria feel it is time for them to have their own museum, you know, turn the house of their son, their brother, Mohammed Yusuf house to museum so that people can go there, children can go there and learn about Mohammed Yusuf. But who is this Mohammed Yusuf? My people, if you don't know, Mohammed Yusuf is the founder of Boko Haram. The real founder, the man that created Boko Haram. He was born in 1970. If he's alive today, he will be 47 years old. The man who created the Boko Haram, single-handedly created the Boko Haram, the Islamic terrorists that have claimed the life of over 300 Nigerians. Now, the Nigerian government, the Borno State governor, Shetima, said it is good to convert his house into a museum. My people, you see the kind of people you are sharing country with. I told you that this Boko Haram is doing Allah's job. They know that the Boko Haram is doing exactly what their Prophet Muhammad commanded them to do in the Quran. I have been saying it. We that read the Quran, we that who know what is written in the Quran, have been telling you people that whatever the Boko Haram are doing now is exactly what Muhammad did. The kidnapping, the raping and all this stuff. It is written in the Quran. These people is hurting. What they are doing is according to what their Quran said. But you said we are preaching hate speech. Remember, Buhari once said that a fight against the Boko Haram is a fight against the North. He know what he was saying. They know that the Boko Haram, that's why Buhari, before, during the time of Jonathan, you hear army kill 200 Boko Haram members, 100 Boko Haram members, 50 Boko Haram. Ever since Buhari took over power, have you ever heard in any way that Nigerian soldier kill any Boko Haram member? No. Buhari even freeing them. He will free them, send them to rehabilitation house. You people should know whom you are sharing a country with. That's why we use our time to tell you people the truth. They know that the Boko Haram is doing their Allah's job. Because when they started this Boko Haram thing, they were killing Christians. The Northerners kept quiet. They were enjoying the killings. They are the one who created this monster. It is when these people finish the Christians in their land, that they go for their own fellow Muslims. That was when they started crying. Hey, Jonathan this, Jonathan that. They once said Jonathan is the one that created. It was on the news yesterday that they want to convert Mohammed Yusuf house. They want to convert it to museum. For what? Ask for what? When they say you want to convert somebody's house to museum like Fela, it means Fela bed, where Fela live. It's like Fela, you know, anybody you convert his house to museum when the person is dead, it means that person is hero. Must have done something that improved people's life positively. Now the northern leader, they want to convert Mohammed Yusuf house to museum for what? For their kids to learn about the man who created Boko Haram. As if they are hero worshipping Boko Haram leader now. They want to immortalize him with style. We are too big for that kind of nonsense. Not until my people in the south wake up. We will keep fighting, we will keep telling you people until you realize you have been fooled. Until you realize you have been fooled. The Boko Haram just killed almost 300 people in Adamawa 2-3 days ago. But Buhari said that the killings that is going on in Adamawa is the last kick of a dying horse. Look at what the language he used. The last kick of a dying horse. They told us before Boko Haram have been defeated. Buhari celebrated their flag. Buhari celebrated their Quran that Boko Haram have been defeated. But ever since Buhari took over power, Boko Haram keep killing people discriminately, keep killing people at will. My people, you got to know who you are sharing country with. You got to know who you are sharing country with. Buhari is among the Boko Haram sponsor. Buhari know their problem now. They created Boko Haram to rubbish Jonathan government so that they can come in. Now, for them to tame their monster is not the problem to them. Boko Haram have finished them in Borno State. They are in Adamawa now. And their aim is to take over the nation. We, that is telling you people this truth. Not that we hate them in the north. But we want to tell them the truth to liberate some of their... Not every northerners are in support of this Boko Haram Islamization they are trying to do to Islamize the whole Nigeria. I know not all northerners. So we got to educate our people in the south to wake up and begin to get ready and prepare to fight for your dear life before it is too late. Don't hope on British. British are with them. These people benefit from trouble. They benefit from war. British are the one. Don't hope on the British. Don't hope on the British. They are the one that have put us into this mess we are in Nigeria. My people, we are the wounded civilian. We will continue to say the truth. 2 years ago, Priest Mbaka preached a sermon against Jonathan. What I'm about to say, it is not to defend Jonathan or to defend PDP. No, I just want to tell you the truth. And I thank God for those who know me that I stand for the truth. Like I said before, 2 years ago, Mbaka preached a sermon against Jonathan. He titled it from good luck to bad luck. He said God told him good luck is the bad luck of Nigeria. And good luck must go down. Good luck is this, good luck is that. His congregation, they were, clapping for him. They hear him say, Buhari is the Messiah Nigeria wants. He said, Buhari must come to power. If Nigeria want to smile again, they must vote for Buhari. Buhari is the solution to our problem. Buhari is all in all. He said, I watched it. I watched the video myself. He said, God wants to liberate Nigeria. Then he sent a Muslim to come and do it. That his congregation, everybody should vote for Buhari. Buhari is the Messiah Nigeria one. Buhari is not tribalistic. Listen, he said it. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, go and watch the video. He said Buhari don't believe in tribalism or religion stuff. He said Buhari is so clean, so perfect. He said God knows. That's why God sent him. He said Buhari don't believe in tribalism. He don't believe in nepotism. He don't believe in religion. Buhari is a fair man. That's what Mbaka said on that video. But today, as things unfold today, I hope the Babalawo Mbaka, because say Babalawo is a native doctor. That Priest Mbaka is a native doctor. I said it. That man should be ashamed of himself. That man should be ashamed of himself. Those are not pastors. Those are 419. Those are Babalawo pastors. That confusing Mbaka. If you are his fans or if it's your pastor, to hell with you and Mbaka. Yes, to hell with you and Priest Mbaka. I hope he's happy now with the way things are going in Nigeria. In 2012, Tunde Bakare preached a sermon too. He said, up Jesus and down Jonathan. Tunde Bakare, in his church, he preached a sermon. He said, up Jesus, down Jonathan. He asked his congregation, they must stand against Jonathan. Jonathan is the trouble. Jonathan is the one. He's the reason why killings, Boko Haram are killing people in Nigeria. He's the reason why there is trouble, katakata in Nigeria. Jonathan must go down. That's this man. Well, like I said, just like what I said in Mbaka, I hope they are happy now with the way things are going in Nigeria. They said God told them Jonathan is the problem. I hope they are happy now. This man single-handedly led the protest to say Jonathan is the brain, is the problem we have in Nigeria. But today, Jonathan have more peace than you people. I'm not saying Jonathan is perfect. I'm not trying to say I don't like Jonathan too, whatever. But what I'm saying is the truth. I hope they are happy now. Jonathan, they said he must go. Ever since they kicked Jonathan out, I hope we have peace in Nigeria now. I think there's no tribalism now. We are all happy now. All the things, there's a way God punished the wicked. There's a way God punished the wicked. Nigeria, the unprecedented level of patience shown to Buhari. Nigeria have never, in any way, shown such level of patience and tolerance to any leader, any past leader in Nigeria. The kind of patience Nigeria have for Buhari. We have never shown this kind of patience to any former, any president in Nigeria. Less than a year in office. Nigeria economy plummeted into recession under Buhari. Look, everything Buhari said, God punish him. God makes him president today to punish him. He was the one, when dollar was about 190, he was the one that said that Jonathan have killed this country because $1 is equal to 199. He preached, he used almost 2 years to insult Jonathan for it, including this Pastor Bakari and the so-called Tinubu. Today, they took over office. Today, $1 is almost 400 naira. Times 2, almost 400 naira. No demonstration. People are not protesting. This man promised you light. Till today, it is total blackout. Nobody is demonstrating. This man promised you job for the youth. Today, he have not been able to produce one. For the one. Today, no demonstration. Anybody against Buhari is the devil. Today, if you declare you against Buhari, EFCC is coming after you. DSS is coming after you. We are going to tell you people, until you people open your eye. Let me tell you something. I don't like Atiku anyway. I don't like PDP, I don't like APC. But anything that will remove Buhari from power is my friend. Listen to what I said. I don't believe in PDP, believe in APC. If APC can bring a better person today, since we said we should share this Nigeria, let every region go their own separate way, they said no, we must remain together by force and die together. Before we finally divide this Nigeria, Buhari must leave presidential power. His tribalism and nepotism is too much. They are the one, he makes sure the North are the one heading our police. They head our military. They head Air Force. They head Navy. They are the one heading our oil. They are the one on top there. When you talk about seaport, they owns it. They owns everything in this country. If we in the South are the one heading all this position, do you think North will tolerate that? The North have been in power for 57 years, ever since we got our independence. It is either they are the president or they are the vice president. The moment power left, Yar'Adua died, but Jonathan took over power, it became a disease. They said, no, it cannot happen. The Jews, our own South brothers, against their own South president. It is the truth that I stand for. In one day, now, today they are all complaining Atiku dump APC for PDP. I don't like Atiku. Atiku is part of the corrupt politician we don't want in Nigeria. But anything that will move Buhari from power, this tribalism and nepotism got to stop until we finally divide this country. Do you remember? In one day, 5 governors, 8 senators, 44 honorable members dumped PDP for APC. And they call it progressive. They said, yes, they are progressing. That APC were jubilating there. These five governors who dumped PDP for APC, amongst them was Amaechi and the Saraki, the same Senate president now. And they were all happy. Now, Atiku dumped APC for PDP. All hell let loose. They are crying. He is this, he is that, he is corrupt, he's a useless man. Atiku is this, Atiku must die, Atiku is the man. They are targeting his businesses. I said, but when he was with you people, Atiku was holy. He let you people, he become a bad man. Look, Atiku is just a symptom. It's just a symptom. The main disease that will kill APC is coming. Atiku is just a symptom. The main disease that will kill APC is coming. Because 2 years, 3 years ago, in one day, 5 governors, the camp, dumped PDP for APC. Now that their mission is to chase Buhari, is to kick Jonathan out of power, the mission is over. So everybody return to your normal party. This is the problem we are facing now. They don't they don't tolerate opposition. When you see when Joe Ibokwe is talking, Joe Ibokwe, you see the hatred in his face. You will see when he's talking, you know that this man, he don't tolerate opposition. Kill him, kill him, kill him. The Joe Ibokwe said something, I watched it some time ago. He said Atiku is a man. He's a man of integrity. He was a former president of PDP. He dumped PDP for APC because he knows the right thing. He's a mature man. May God bless him. That's Joe Ibokwe. Now that the man realized that he made a very big mistake, he dumped PDP. Not that he's fully PDP. He dumped APC. Not that he's declared to be a fully member of PDP now. Now Ibokwe opened the stupid mouth saying now, hey, he's bad. He's this. He's bad. He's this. We are too big for this kind of nonsense. Buhari yesterday said he said he signed and give the Chibok's girls 1.something million to the freed Chibok's girls. He said they are now in university. Can you imagine? Workers are languishing in pain. No salary for them. Personnel have not received any dime. You said they released some fake Chibok's girls, 100 girls. That's what you guys told us. And you want to give them 160 million? From what? From which account? From Niger Delta oil money? When we have other girls that is dying on the Mediterranean Sea in Libya. They are killing Nigerians in Libya. They are selling them there. Girls are dying there. Leaving their father's country, leaving their mother country, trying to cross to Europe to come and look for a better life. You don't care for them. You keep singing about some stupid and foolish Chibok's girls. Some fake Chibok's girls. You bring some girls the other day, you said they were free Chibok's girls. They were saying they want to go back to their boyfriend, their Boko Haram boyfriend. You keep languaging our money on Chibok's girls. I said they are the most important girls in Nigeria. In my state, girls are suffering there. They are doing runs there to survive. In Ekiti State, the same thing. In Delta State, the same thing. In Bayelsa, the same thing. In Lagos, the same thing. We have people that are suffering on our side too. Must we allocate, use our money to rebuild and feed the north forever? It is time for you people to wake up. It is time for my people to wake up. Every day, Buhari keep languishing, keep deceiving you. When are you going to learn? The other day, Buhari said they used $3.something billion in search of oil in the north. $3.something billion in search of oil in the north. God did not give una. He did not give una oil. What God give to Igbo is terrorism. Go and manage your own terrorism. We know that the money you are saying you spend in search of oil, this $3.something billion, it's a lie. The money is in Buhari Swiss account. The money is in Buhari UK account. Maybe they spend 20 million naira. You come and tell us you spend $3.something billion. We are looking for 26 billion Baru stole from NNPC contracts now. Nobody's talking about it. The money you said you found in Ikoyi house. Who owns the house that you're not telling us? The money now you are spending the money that people are still suffering. We don't know. What of the money you said you discover in Andrew Jakubu? Listen, my people. This Andrew Jakubu, they said they found billions of dollars in his house. The money today, they are not talking about it. This same Andrew Jakubu was working under Jonathan government. Jonathan said he stole money. They wanted the same thing. Do you know Tikundis Buhari left his state? He went and see Tinubu in Lagos, telling Tinubu, why should Jonathan sack Andrew Jakubu? Because he's from the north. He is holy. He's from the north. Jonathan insisted and said Andrew Jakubu must go. A year ago, The EFCC said that somebody, a whistleblower said that Yakubu had billions in his house. They went there, they said they recovered billions of dollars there. Now, they target to Jonathan. It is Jonathan government, they steal the money. That's according to them, no. Jonathan, we asked them, when Jonathan sacked this man that time, you said no, Jonathan is evil. You just want, you send these people to Jonathan government, you tell these people to destroy Jonathan government. And you are the same person that is complaining. Look, when Jonathan were really dealing with this Boko Haram, the same thing. You say Jonathan is fighting your people. Jonathan is fighting your people. And you use it against him again. Jonathan have more peace than you people now. Look at the way the country is going now. Everybody, like I said before, Atiku is just a symptom. Atiku is just a symptom. The main problem, the main disease that will destroy APC is coming. I heard it that Saraki is going to decamp. The governor of Kanu, the governor of Adamawa, they are all going to decamp. I'm happy. Not that I support PDP, I support APC. I'm happy. Let's share this party. Let it be 50-50 until we divide this country. Because the North left PDP. The APC is a northern political party. Because they just want, they now left the party PDP for the South. If not the help of Wike, Kayode, PDP would have been a dead party now. I am not agitating or praising PDP. I'm saying it because every reasonable country where human beings live, where they have democracy, opposition is very important. I will never support, before we finally divide this country, I will never support this APC to destroy opposition completely. It will be slavery. We need opposition for these people to chase Buhari. And like I said, I don't care whoever APC is bringing. If APC is bringing anybody, no problem. Any good person, any youth, no problem. PDP, any youth, no problem. But anything that will kick Buhari back to that Duara is what I stand for. Well, anybody. But before I go, let me not forget to respect my brother, to remember my brother, wherever you are. May God continue to bless you. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. You are a good man. May God continue to bless you wherever you are. We are solidly behind you. We are with you. Because I know you stand for the truth and justice. You are for the truth. And I know it. And to my brother, Engineer Fred, together we create this wounded civilian platform to preach the truth. My people, thank you very much. And open your eyes and be wise. It is better, it is time for us to start talking about how to divide this country. Let every region go their own separate way. Let every region go their own separate way. With the way they are using us now, deceiving us now. Your mumu never do. It is time to agitate for separation. I know it's not going to be easy. But let's try. Thank you.